They aren't risking traffic, screwing up their schedule. So we've tried to create a platform that works for contractors, and because of the money they save through these scheduling efficiencies, they can afford to pass group discounts on to everybody, so everybody wins. That's the concept of WellSocial.
Don't be left out in the cold. Get your household projects done with WellSocial. Hi, I'm Caroline Gow in the Baird and Warner Glenbrook office, and today I have Alan Schulman here, and he is co-founder of WellSocial. And Alan was introduced to me by a mutual friend who said, you need to talk to Alan because Alan has started a business to connect neighbors, and so we're in the same business of helping people. So I've really enjoyed getting to know Alan and his co-founder Daniela Thomas. And so what WellSocial does is they connect neighbors to get household projects done around their house and a group discount. So it's neighbors banding together to get things done around their house. And it's been a nice way for me to connect with families before, during, and after the sale, because people move infrequently, so it gives me an opportunity to connect with them and help in a real special way. So Daniela can't join us today, but Alan has come to talk to us about WellSocial. So thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it.
So glad to be here.
Thank you. So Alan, can you tell us about WellSocial and how it got started?
Sure, I'm happy to. So WellSocial was started years and years ago when I was building homes. So I built homes on the North Shore for about 15 years. After that, I started a company called Brightnest. The idea of Brightnest was to help people take care of their homes, and we were acquired by Angie's List in 2013, where I worked for a couple of years. And while I was at Angie's List, I realized that it was still really difficult and a pain in the rear for people to take care of their homes, the most valuable thing they owned. Even me as a homeowner, I would push projects off instead of get them done. And I also knew that contractors didn't really love the platforms that were out there right now. So they didn't love Angie's List, they didn't love Home Advisor, they didn't love any of those other digital platforms. So it became very important for me as I thought about how do we solve that problem, how do we make it easier for people to take better care of their homes, to have a win for contractors and a win for homeowners. And the way we've put this WellSocial together is by aggregating demand as hyper-locally as possible for almost any type of project or service. And then we leverage the power of those groups of homeowners to negotiate group discounts for everyone in the group, but also we save the contractors money because they're able to work in a hyper-local place, so they aren't wasting time driving from job to job, they aren't wasting money on gasoline, they aren't risking traffic, screwing up their schedule. So we've tried to create a platform that works for contractors, and because of the money they save through these scheduling efficiencies, they can afford to pass group discounts on to everybody, so everybody wins. That's the concept of WellSocial.
Right, it's really been working well for me and for my families. So what projects do you have coming up in winter and spring?
So right now we have a firewood project, and it sounds kind of crazy because it's not really what you typically consider to be a home service, but a lot of people have wood burning fireplaces, and it became very clear that if we all banded together, we could reach out to some of the good firewood suppliers, and they could deliver all of their jobs in either Northbrook, Deerfield, or Highland Park in one trip, which saves them time and saves them money. It also gets them a lot of jobs all at once. So we're able to go ahead and get everyone a discount on firewood delivery and stacking. I think we've already have over, 10 to 12 people in that group, and it's growing every day. After that, we have a wood flooring group. So if anyone is considering, has been pushing off a project that involves getting their wood floor sanded and refinished, or even installing new wood flooring, again, banding together with your neighbors, because there are likely a lot of people out there who need to do the same thing, provides you the opportunity to get a discount from a great contractor, and provides the contractor an opportunity to fill up his schedule all in one location. So that's terrific.
Yes, and that's a timely project too, because it just happened this recently where we had comments from buyers on one of my listings that they wanted hardwood floors, and buyers think that it's a big pain to do. And it's actually not as expensive, especially if you can get a good group discount and a good professional, because there are some that make wobbly floors, and you have, so that's really helpful, and that's what buyers are demanding. They want those hardwood floors.
Yeah, the other thing I probably should have said a little earlier is when I was at Angie's List, I realized that while anonymous reviews were pretty good, most people still prefer recommendations from people they know and trust, from friends or neighbors. And so the concept of WellSocial is that we all recommend our favorite contractors on the platform, and that's where we pull the contractors who end up getting the jobs, getting these group jobs. So it's all based on recommendations from neighbors or people you know and trust, instead of anonymous reviews that are always very, very difficult to kind of work through.
Well, and it's convenient too, because maybe you have a cracked window and you say, oh, and then there's a project for window repair, and you can say, oh, hey, I hadn't thought of that, or I didn't know where to go to get this fixed, and now you can join the project. There's no obligation to proceed with the work, but you get a free estimate, and then if it works for your budget, you can go ahead and do it.
Right, and actually that's a funny story, Caroline, because when you called and asked if we could start a window repair group, I thought, well, that's going to be kind of a dud of a group, but I'm happy to do it because of our relationship. We started a group, and I think there are 12 people in Northbrook who need to get their windows repaired.
Maybe there are other people that have a golf ball in their window.
That's right, that's right. You never know, but almost any kind of home project or service, there's a very, very high likelihood that there are a lot of people who live close to you who need to get the same stuff done. So rather than everyone have to do everything themselves, we try to let people communicate with respect to the demand for that project or service, and then we do all the hard work for them and get them a group discount at the same time.
I love it. Yep. Okay, so what is one thing that surprised you most in getting this business started?
Getting in front of as many people as we possibly could. So it's really difficult to get people to talk about a brand new business that they've never heard about. And so that's one of the most difficult parts about starting an internet company is what's your go-to-market strategy? How do you get in front of as many people as possible? Which is how I met you, because the concept was, in addition to helping people buy a home, you can now help them take care of their home and save some money at the same time. And so we were able to work together by you sharing the concept of WellSocial and the WellSocial platform with your clients. We've also started to work very closely with homeowners associations and neighborhood groups. And what we do with them is they share, either they provide us with access to their Facebook pages or their Nextdoor page, or they give us the emails for all the homeowners who live in their subdivision. And we actually help neighborhoods work together, which is probably the very best case scenario for WellSocial, is when neighborhoods work together to get stuff done. Imagine landscaping, snow plowing, tree trimming, and then even the window repair and painting and all these types of groups. If these contractors are able to work in a neighborhood, not just a city, but in a neighborhood, man, do they save money because of the efficiencies that are associated with working in one place. So that's kind of our ideal scenario of working together with neighborhoods. That's where we've seen the most success.
Interesting. So tell me about Techstars. I know you and Daniela just got back from 3 months of intense business development and training that you were selected for. So what was your highlight coming out of that experience?
So we went to Atlanta, which is where this Techstars Accelerator program was located. And in addition to making an investment in the company, they also provide you this incredible opportunity to interact with mentors and advisors that kind of run the gamut from people who are experts on digital products, people who are experts on raising money, people who are experts on communication, people who are experts on social media, and I can go on. And they surround you with these people who are it's fun to help companies start. So they do all this work for free. They help you create these wonderful relationships, and they help you accelerate your business and move it forward much more quickly.
Wow.
So it was, we were there for, literally we moved down there. All we thought about 24/7 was our business. And we had no other distractions, which God love my wife, she was able to do without me for a little bit, but it really did take our business to the next level. And now we're back and we're looking to really grow our business, not only in Atlanta, but also on the North Shore as well.
So what's next for WellSocial?
Next for WellSocial is truly understanding how to create a product and an experience for people that are on our platform that makes them feel comfortable and less stressed about the entire process of finding and hiring a contractor and actually getting the work done. It's really, really difficult. What we're seeing now is people will join the platform and their question is, so now what happens? And we need to address that so that when they join a group, they know exactly what to expect, and they know how to schedule, they know how much they should pay, they have the quotes, they can pick the contractor. And so that's the process that we're trying to digitize right now. So if you join WellSocial now and you join a group, you'll get a phone call from our community manager. In the future, we're looking to automate that process and make it so that you join a group and you know exactly what's going to happen. You can schedule, you can communicate and do all that stuff on platform.
Excellent. So if you're watching this and you'd like to know how to join WellSocial, they should do the dwellsocial.com/u/Caroline Gow.
Yep, that's right.
We'll put that up on the screen.
That sounds great.
And they can always call you if they want to connect directly.
They can. Alan, ALLEN at dwellsocial.com. Easy to get a hold of me.
Perfect. Thanks so much. This is very valuable, and I'm happy to get the word out about this great program.
Thanks for everything you've done, Caroline.
Thank you.
Really a pleasure.
These are the kinds of invaluable insights I share with my clients when they choose to work with me. Hire me today.